Hi, I'm Luke Royalty, you're watching MusicUmpire, and make sure I'm in your playlist. This song is called I Do. Got in late last night, leaned my head over the sink, stare in the mirror, never blink, turning the tap on for a drink. What happened to the brink? Cause that is way behind me now. The edge will never find me now. I crossed that line, no limbo's mine. Have you ever seen the future vision, warning signs? Take it back to the beginning in my one piece. So I was born in London, raised up in the northeast. And I was different cause my accent wasn't broadly, until I found a couple friends who started to support me. And now I'm here again, in need of a friend, as my life decides to trickle to a sudden end. Wake up acting like I'm fine, though deep inside I know I've spent every ounce of energy on rent. Though I'm trying not to lie again. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. And though I can't be asked to smile at them, oh, I do. Yeah, oh, I do. Yeah, I do. I'm learning how to live with the boredom. I'm learning how to smell the warning signs and still ignore them. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and my brain might be awake, but it's only for the stress, cause I'm yawning, calling on the people that I trust. There's very few, but they mean more to me than lust. As I grab my coat and make a jog for the bus, it's like, tell my boss that I'm sorry but he's sus. Cause I can never be excited. He's been ready all his life, he didn't fuck it up like I did. Though I'm bottom of my well, I tell my mother that I'm fighting. Wish that I could be more like her, cause man, honestly I'm trying now. It's still the morning and I'm being blasé. Been in this shithole for an hour, and even though I'm still awake, I gas the wind on my back and I'll be blowing out them Zeds. But if you ask me if I'm fine, I'll say yes. Though I'm trying not to lie again. Oh, I do. Yeah. Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. And though I can't be asked to smile at them, oh, I do. Yeah, oh, I do. Yeah, I do. Oh. It's only 7 AM, but I've made my mind on what to do. Stop applying for the jobs that I hate and replying to the girls that I lose. I know this is more than that, but I'm getting bored of that. It's time to move past making a mood last. Now I'm trying not to lie again. Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. And though I can't be asked to smile at them, oh, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So I'd describe my sound as quite poppy. It has quite a few different influences, quite a few genre blends into that. Quite a lot of R&B, bit of soul, a bit of hip hop, and it's just kind of all those different influences and genres blended into one, really. So started off, my dad had a career as a musician, like back in the 90s, and I always actually put off getting into music until I was about 16. I was really into like Xbox and stuff like that, and then one day, I can't really remember what it was, but like one day I was just like, I've had enough of this. Sold my Xbox, bought a guitar, and yeah, from then on just got completely obsessed with it, really. The way I write songs is, I usually like to get the lyrics down first and go from there. I'm really into like really honest, self-expressive lyrics, so say I knew I was in the studio next day, the night before, I'd sit down at my laptop or with a notepad or whatever and just write whatever's on my mind, and then take that into the studio the next day and just go from there, really. Obviously with all the coronavirus stuff, it's been really hard not to play any gigs, so I think once this is all over, one of my main aims is going to be to play some big festivals and maybe support a few really decent artists who I really enjoy, and kind of get involved with that scene a lot more, because before that I wasn't doing it as much, but having some time off to think about it, I think that's what I really want to focus on in the near future. I get inspired by other artists a lot. As I said before, artists who have honest lyrics, really self-expressive lyrics, people like Frankie Stew, Loyal Kana, people like that who just say whatever's on their mind in a song, and that really seeps through into the music. When I hear songs like that from artists like that, that inspires me to sit down and start making music. And yeah, I'd say that's what inspires me the most. I've been listening to a lot of Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn. Frankie Stew, the way he writes, the same way that he talks, that stuff like that, how honest he is, absolutely blows my mind. So I listened to a lot of that, their last album, and yeah, a few more American stuff. A lot of Mac Miller is always going to be in my playlist. He's one of my main inspirations as well. So yeah, probably at the moment it's Frankie Stew and Mac Miller. So my dream collab in a fantasy world would probably be with Arlo Parks. All the collabs she's done recently and all of her new music's been amazing. So if I ever got to be in a studio and maybe do some kind of song with her, that would be unbelievable. I'd love to do something like that. In the future, I just want to be releasing a lot more music. The past year and stuff, it's been me and my producer in the studio getting stuff together, getting stuff sorted for this year and next year. So I think now it's time to just release as much music as I can, make as much music as I can, and yeah, hopefully by the end of 2020 and maybe summer 2021, hopefully have about 5 or 6 singles out by then. So I'm on Spotify as Luke Royalty, all the streaming platforms as Luke Royalty. You can find me on Instagram at luke.royalty, on Twitter as luke_royalty_, and yeah, just keep your eyes peeled and I'm sure I'll pop up on your timeline at some point.